What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we got ourselves the ice arrows, one of the final things remaining before we could head to Ganon. Today, we're going to be doing exactly that. We have our complete inventory. We have all of the upgrades, all of the masks, the Bigoron side quest is complete, all of the elemental arrows, all 4 bottles, the upgraded hookshot, everything. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru the Sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. Ganondorf was only able to take over Hyrule because of our mistakes. Us and Zelda, it's up to us to fix it. And that is why we're here. Ganondorf has taken Zelda prisoner, so we have to go save her. And in doing so, we will bring peace back to Hyrule. Now that we're inside Ganon's castle, as Rauru said, there are 6 evil barriers that need to be dispelled. We're going to be doing them in the best order I can, the same order I usually do. Starting with this, the forest-themed area. There's an area based on all of the areas that we've been to in this game. And that includes the Temple of Time, for some reason. Well, in theory, the Temple of Light, which is where the Chamber of Sages is, but we don't actually go there. It's not an actual dungeon. I think it was supposed to be in some beta version of the game. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. So using Din's Fire, we can get this chest, which gives us a blue rupee. It might give us something else if we're missing something, but I don't know. We shoot this close enough to the top to actually light it. Excuse you? Oh, that must have been from killing the... Wow, okay. Game decided to troll me there. The chest is from from killing the dude. The door was opened by all of the things being lit. Alright, so in this area there are fans. And to use these fans, they need to be blowing. And you can ride them with your hover boots. If we head over this way, there is a switch down here that we can use. He can hit me from here? Okay. Sure, but okay. We hit this switch, we can raise this hookshot platform and get ourselves the next silver rupee. Alright, that's 2 down. I want to grab some bombs and blast this guy into oblivion. Alright. Once he's gone, we can head over to his platform and head over here, get this rupee, jump back, jump over here, grab this rupee, jump back. I feel like a freaking acrobat doing all these jumping. And once the wind turbines on this side are done, we can grab that final rupee and head on through. Now, these barrier things here, they can be shot with the light arrows and it'll dispel them. And so, the sage appears. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. Sorry if I feel like I'm rushing a bit. I just, I don't want to... I've been having an issue with the N64 resetting, and this is not the first time I've done this. So I'm just a little worn out of these first few trials. It wouldn't be a Vinny G Plays video without some technical problems, am I right? Anyway, the reason I have an empty bottle, only one of them has been empty this entire time, is because we need to get some blue fire. We really only need one bottle worth, because we need one to get through this door, and one to get through the door in the next room. So, we drop this here, and then refill it, and we don't need any more. Now, we have these freezers here, and they're dead. And the door is open. So I'm going to refill my bottle, and we're going to be in the next room. This room is a block pushing puzzle, and it is very easy, especially if you come prepared. If you don't come prepared, you might need some assistance, but if you know what you're doing, you can get to the end very quickly. Especially because the timer freezes every time the block actually starts sliding, which is a little weird, but whatever. I have no complaints. Save me some time on the timer. I think you just void out if you run out of time, but I don't think I've ever actually voided out on it. I could be wrong. But look at that. It's 1:35 left, and they started us at 2 minutes. And I know I'm not the greatest player in the world, but still. Once you grab your hammer, hit down this button, you can get right out of here. I almost did the same thing I did in the failed recording. If you go and fall in the hole after opening the door, you are okay. The door is still open. You do not need to redo the puzzle. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up. Okay, moving forward, we have the next trial, which I believe is the shadow? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, we're good. So far, so good. And I can refill the bottle with a fairy later, and I plan to before we actually head to Ganon. But in the meantime, we have the shadow trial to do. So if we shoot a fire arrow at this torch and use these platforms to jump across, that chest on the left there is not worth it. We can get to this platform with the like, and if we're really good, we can get all the way over here. And there is another torch, there it is, that we can hit. It's a little hard to see, but if you know where it is, you're fine. Excuse me! What was I walking on? Oh, right, there are invisible platforms there, so be careful. I forgot they were there. So yeah. I missed. And I'm gonna need some magic soon. Which is fine, because we're gonna be taking a detour here in a minute. We're gonna have to leave Ganon's castle for one final thing that we need. Alright, so after hitting that button, it spawns a chest, and that chest can be hookshotted to, like most chests in this game. Excuse me. And opening that chest gets us a very important item. And that item is the Golden Gauntlets. Golden Gauntlets are an upgraded pair of gauntlets that we can feel even more power coursing through. Now, there are invisible platforms, and we need the lens of truth to be able to see them. How did I not fall there? I do not understand. I want to try something real quick. I don't think this is gonna work, but if it does, that'd be really cool, and save a lot of time. Can you hookshot to these? No, it does not seem it. I know you can hookshot to them. Cool. Alright. I wasn't expecting that, but you can also use the invisible platforms to get there, and that's, I think, the intended way to do it. Anyway, now that we have the golden gauntlets, I want to shoot this, because we need to dispel the barrier, but also, I want to take you on a quick detour, as I mentioned before. Shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. If we head outside the castle, there is this thing that we can, there was, God, I'm losing my train of thought, I'm sorry. The Golden Gauntlets gives us a thing that we need that is very helpful, so we're gonna go do it. And I'm sorry for these disconnected thoughts, but, yeah. Just yikes. Anyway, out here, off to the left, when your back is facing the castle, there is this pathway here. If you remember, there was a fairy fountain here when we were kids. And... okay, excuse. I didn't mean to pick that up, but whatever. Go ahead, show off, Link. But there is this stone here blocking it. With the golden gauntlets, we can grab that stone. And there is a fun glitch you can do with that. You can throw it to different places if you can glitch your position changed upon throwing it, but it's a Great Fairies Fountain, the final one in the game. With the Golden Gauntlets, we can get here, and this final Great Fairy gives us one final upgrade. Welcome, Link. I'm the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. And she gives us enhanced defenses. She doubles our defense. Now everything that damages us does half the amount that it would have before. Your defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Okay, let's head back into the castle. Alright, back here inside the castle, we're gonna continue going it around the same way we were before, which I believe is counterclockwise. So... the last one we cleared was the Shadow Trial. Now, next up, we have the Fire Trial. So let's assume that we're going to need our Goron Tunic. Alright, so this center platform here is going to sink. But if you wear the hover boots, you don't sink. Which is very nice. Especially because you have to grab it for getting back from that thing. Now if you head over here, you can see another instance of the gold gauntlets making us really strong. We can take this giant stone and launch it. I suppose this is how you're supposed to figure out that you're able to do that, and then you're gonna see the one outside and be like, oh hey, let me throw that. Oh yeah, voiding out now only does half a heart instead of a whole heart. It's beautiful. But yeah, be careful. You're, yeah. Meh. We're collecting silver rupees if you couldn't tell, and voiding out will reset the room like usual. So just be careful. And try not to die. Alright. Are you... I suppose it wouldn't be a VG Plays Let's Play without there being technical problems. The N64 reset itself again. Anyway, we're gonna collect silver rupees. I'll meet you when I have most of them collected. Alright, back where we were. Good grief. So, up we go. I'm gonna take this opportunity to take off the hover boots for a second, because doing so makes this significantly easier. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta hop to the stone that we threw, hop back across here. The door will be opened, and hop back to the stone, and hop back to the platform. Now, if we head over here, this will start to crumble. So let's not let it. Hover boots are very helpful here. I already have the long shot equipped, so let's quick shot here and head on through. That's one more barrier dispelled. The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother. I wasn't sure if I was doing his voice right, and then I lost the text box, so I had to guess what it was. Anyway, onwards to the light trial. We grab ourselves this stone, launch it into the tower. It doesn't do anything to the tower, but the stone still breaks. That's how powerful this barrier is. Yet, I think it only did a heart of damage before we were ready. Or before we could, double damage. That is a... Well, chill out. I mean, I guess, but okay. There are a bunch of invisible enemies. Okay. We got ourselves a key. We got ourselves a heart. We got ourselves an ice trap. Yay. Hello? Link? Alright, I'm taking off the hover boots. Just because it's annoying. We got a blue rupee. We got another ice trap. We got bundle of arrows. We got another ice trap. Was that 3 in one room? Jesus. See, Triforce, you know what to do. Alright. And in here we got another small key, which opens the way forward to an interesting room. You have a minute, collect silver rupees. Enjoy. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. And where is this last one? There it is. I'd recommend just shotting back to the center if you have the time. Otherwise, try to make a run for it. Where is... this way? And don't be fooled. The barrier has not been dispelled. You just need to know where to look. I'm just a little bit surprised that it was this one that pulled this and not the Shadow Trial, but whatever. To each their own, I suppose. The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry. I'm going as fast as I can. Why do all you sages say, hurry, hurry, hurry? Like, good grief. I am only Hylian. I can only do things so quickly. Anyway, there is one thing I want to show real quick. I believe it's over here, but I could be wrong. Not here. Maybe it's on one of the other staircases? Probably this one here with the fire. No? Where is it? Is it over here? Is it in between somewhere? Give me a second. I need to find this. You know, there's somewhere. Here we go. There is a fairy fountain here and some Deku scrubs that will sell you some stuff. I don't know exactly what they sell, but I can find out. What do you got for me? Red potion for 40 rupees. No, thank you. Arrows, 30 for 70 rupees. Nope. I quit. If you let me go, I'll sell you bombs, 5 for 40. Way not worth it. What do you got? Green potion for 40 rupees. Yes. Oh. Damn it. I was like, maybe I should empty the bottle with the thing. I might be able to get something here. Alright, well, thanks to, thanks to some technical problems, i.e. the N64 resetting again, I'll be able to get that potion after all. I do have the empty bottle, right? Yeah, okay. Green potion, 40 rupees. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. I don't know if that's overcharging, but it is a helpful item that we can get. Especially with all the magic we've had to use lately. I'm gonna save real quick in case we reset again, so I don't have to remember to come back down here and end up forgetting, as I probably will. But we're off to the last trial now. The Spirit Trial. And this took way longer than I had hoped. As I was saying before the N64 so rudely interrupted me, that's not how I expected that to go, but okay, where was I? We're here at the final trial, and it took a lot longer than I wanted it to. I wanted it to take, what? 15 minutes? 20 minutes tops? No, it's like 35 now on the recording. I don't know how long the actual episode is yet, but I'm expecting it's not this long. It's just a feeling I get. Now let me grab some bomb juice. Something we haven't used in a while. and hit that switch with it. I believe this chest that we just spawned over here by hitting, or by spin attacking that switch gives us more bomb shoes if we need them. Yes, it does. And what's funny is, the bomb bag also lets us, have more bomb shoes, which is a little surprising. Alright, so let's grab our fire arrows, burn up this web. Very similar to the way we did the... Hello? The Deku tree when we were a kid. Okay, that worked. Right, I think then this one is the right one. Yep. Okay. And through we go. Now we can switch back to our light arrows. And get rid of the final barrier. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid. So, as I mentioned before, at least, I don't know... Okay, I don't know if it was this attempt or a different attempt, but at some point I mentioned the fact that these trials can technically be done in any order, but you have to do Shadow Trial before you can do Fire Trial, because of the Golden Gauntlets. That is, as far as I know, the only exception. So, now with all 6 barriers dispelled, we can head on through to Ganon's tower. I'm gonna just give you a moment to listen to this music. You can hear it. No, it changed to battle music. Hold on. Hold on. I'll give you a minute later, actually, because there's a better place to do it. So now we have to climb the tower. And we have to take down all of his enemies. I'm going to switch to the big Goron sword, just because they do more damage. And I'm gonna save. Because... Screw the N64, that keeps resetting itself. Alright, that is one room down. And now we have to climb more stairs. Just want to point out that Link actually steps up the stairs if you're moving at a slow speed. It's actually a nice little detail. Anyway, in here we have 2 Stalfos. We need to, take care of. You just die. Alright, you. Your turn to die. And here's something that I wanted to try. I was talking about chests earlier. I didn't actually know if you could hookshot to, boss key chests. Now I know. Yes, you can. And here is our... Okay, here is our final boss key. Now with, significantly more salt. Because of constant fucking resets. Now. On to the next room. 2, count 'em, 2 iron knuckles. Ow. We have more range with the Goron sword, so let's make good use of that. I got hit by both of them. God damn. See, that's what I wanted to do at the Spirit Temple, but the game wouldn't let me. Wow, that was a lot of lag. Alright, that's one more room complete, so let's do one more save. Alright, up we go. Onto this room. The boss room. There are pots here for us to collect ourselves. So I'm going to do exactly that. Because I need hearts. And I could use some magic, but I do have a green potion in the event that I need them. Do you hear that? I know I do. At least I think I did. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Didn't need it, but I wanted to get all the pots. Anyway. Listen closely. Alright. One final cut there. Sorry. Now that we're in the boss room, there are plenty of pots for us to go and top ourselves off on everything that we might need. Hearts, arrows, there's some magic over here if we need it. And I think there are more heart pots that turn into rupee pots. I don't know. But we have to head up this door. And I want you to take a quick listen to this music. These Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. The great king of evil, Ganondorf. Get the hell out of the center. So, are you familiar with the rules of tennis? Because, much like the Phantom Ganon fight in the Forest Temple, we're gonna be playing a bit of it. And once he's been hit, all you have to do is... once he's been hit by his own magical blast, you have to hit him with a light arrow, and not get hit, but then you can run up and attack him with your blade. And if he does this other attack where he starts charging above his head more than just one hand, if he uses both hands to charge, prepare a spin attack. It will be very worth your while. Technically, you could do all of it with spin attacks, but it's easier to not. Oh, please don't fall. Are you gonna do the thing? No? Okay, more tennis. The Bigoron sword is a very good friend here, because it has increased range compared to the Master Sword. You can use the Master Sword, hell, you can even use bottles, if you have an empty one at this point. But I don't, so I won't. And Sin 64 lag is crazy. And he's dead. The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Link! So, that was one of the reasons that I specifically got myself a copy of the N64 version. Specifically the 1.0 version. A lot of later releases, I don't know what release exactly off the top of my head changed this, but later releases, the blood he spits up there is green. So I figured, go for the original, have ourselves some fun, and make sure he has real blood, because he is technically human. Well, Gerudo, but humanoid. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and is collapsing his tower. We need to run! Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please, follow me. And follow her we shall. We have 3 minutes to escape the tower. Zelda will run ahead and wait for you, unless you get ahead of her, in which case she will constantly keep running. If you get too far ahead of her, though, she will stop. So you might want to be careful. Because whether or not she stops is very dependent on whether or not you are close enough to her. And not any arbitrary location. So, we gotta stay close. And where is she? There she is. And she will lead you down the castle with very little time to spare. And by very little, I probably mean a lot, because this game's timers are usually generous. Just be careful, if you end up jumping and there's a large gap beneath you, she will stop what she's doing, gasp, and waste your time. Both the timer and your real life time. Careful in this room, you will take damage, she will stop. So don't run into any of these floor rocks. Back outside, this is one of those places that it's very easy to jump. And you could save yourself easily, but you end up wasting time. Because Zelda is a pain in the butt. Anyway, head on through, and we're back inside. Be careful though, because Zelda got captured. Again. So we have to re-kill these Stalfos that we killed before. And where is it? There he is. And Zelda will gasp if you take damage, so let's see if we can avoid that. Why can he go in the fire without taking damage? I don't understand. Yeah, there she is. I couldn't get through without taking damage, but she thanks us, and we gotta hurry. I don't know what magic spell or ridiculous power she's using to unlock these doors, but that would have been nice throughout the entirety of the game. Just saying. You see, she started to stop there because there was a lot of distance between me and the ground. Yeah. And now she decides to go through this like it's some kind of maze, just to see if she can waste your time. But we managed to get through no problem. This room has a lot of rocks both falling from the ceiling and stuck on the ground. Don't get hit. She stops and gasps. It's annoying. Okay. Get on through here. And be careful, there is a Redad. I know it's possible to avoid him. I don't know how to do it. And with this, we are in the final room. A staircase leading outside. And if you're in the very right position, which I am not, damn it, it's possible to get Zelda to push you outside. But we don't need that, because we have our own 2 working feet. And now, castle collapses. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. That doesn't sound good. No matter what you do, once this happens, it'll all be over. Link decides to pull the Master Sword even though it's not what we had equipped. But that's fine, because it is the Blade of Evil's Bane. Ganondorf here. He's doing some not so fun stuff. Meet Ganon. He is the only boss in the game to not have a subtext. And he knocks away the Master Sword, meaning we can't use it in this fight. Everything that we do to Ganon does the same amount of damage. There's no way he's gonna hold me back again. This time, we fight together. Thankfully, we have the Bigoron Sword, which makes it easy-ish to hit him. But it still doesn't do much compared to anything else. Everything only does 1 damage to him, no matter what we do. And there is a strategy that you could use, which is kind of why I bought the green potion. If you hit him with the light arrows, it stuns him long enough for you to get an attack in, which makes it easier to land a hit on his tail if you can't get by. And once you've done enough damage to him, ow, I wasted that. Once you've done enough damage to him, you can go and retrieve the Master Sword, which we will see here in just a moment, once he's taken whatever the minimum required amount of damage is. I don't actually know what it is. But, like I said, we grabbed ourselves that green potion for exactly this. Could you please just die? Hey, bud. How you doing? Just doing my duty. So, you can hit him with the light arrows. I don't know how much they do. Link, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up! I don't know how much they do, but it doesn't matter, because we have the Master Sword back. And the Master Sword deals a lot more damage. I'm walking the wrong way. Oops. Deals a lot more damage to him. And we can get him right up by hitting his tail. Which kind of sucks that he's back in business early, but it's fine. Now if we grab our green potion, which I'm gonna drink right here, we completely refill our magic. Which makes this part of the fight way easier, because assuming we don't waste all of our attacks on the thing. Hit him here. Be careful not to hit the tail so that we can land a jump attack. Rinse and repeat. Whereas, as strong as this is story-wise, it's kind of repetitive in gameplay. So, it's not my favorite boss in the game. Like, not at all. But it's fine, because narratively, it's fine. And now, Zelda can hop in and help us. I'm using my power to hold the Evil King. Use your sword and deliver the final blow. Alright, Ganon. I'd like to thank you for all you've done. I wouldn't be this strong without you. But your reign of terror ends here. Six sages now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. You. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. But most of all, curse you, Link. Someday, when this seal is broken, that's when I will exterminate your descendants. Don't be so sure, buddy. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hands, I will return. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it's time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest, and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Or I could just plant the fucking Master Sword, like, what? When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. Well, that was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This game is a game held near and dear to many people's hearts. And right before starting this series, I came across a video on YouTube that was recommended to me that gave me a renewed love for this game. It talks about how a lot of the Zelda games go on about how it's all sad and depressing and suffering and such. This game doesn't do that much. This game does have deeper themes and shows that a lot of the people are suffering, but it doesn't state it outright. It talks about it, but it doesn't make it obvious. And one of the things that Link does in this game is he shoulders the burden of everything, of everyone, and he loses a lot in this adventure. His friends, his family, his father, the Deku Tree. And it's all because of Ganondorf. So you have your main adventure of good versus evil. Then you also have the story of Link losing stuff to Ganondorf. Now, he, as the hero, suffers the most. Just because of how much he loses. It was a really interesting watch, and it, honestly, I love analysis type videos, but that went above and beyond. Anyway, I enjoyed playing this game. I hope you enjoyed watching. I know there were a few moments that were not fun, like the Gerudo archery, but overall I enjoyed this game, and I hope you did too. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you had yourself a damn good one, and I will see you guys in the next video.